I received my February 2018 paper pumpkin today, and it is called Wildflower Wishes. Really cute. I got it early. I didn't expect it today. So next month it looks like they'll be celebrating 5 years, and they are doing a special edition. The ink spot for this is Garden Green. And here is the exclusive stamps. And they are kind of a whimsical wildflower, but I look forward to working with these. So this kit came with 9 card bases in Sahara Sand. First off, we've got some, I believe it is linen thread. It's really thin. I was trying to find the paper, but I'm pretty sure it's the linen thread. And here are the adhesives. And it also came with these little tiny pearls. And so you got a lot of the dimensionals and a lot of glue dots. And here are the instructions. There are 9 Whisper White envelopes, and the inside is lined with this wildflower pattern. This is Sahara Sand, and there are 9 of those. And it is an A2 size. And there are 3 different pattern papers. Oh, here's the vellum dice. There was a bunch of vellum labels and flowers. Okay, so there are 3 each of Sahara Sand pattern paper. It's a really subtle pattern. So there's 9 total. And these little wildflower pattern tags go behind these Sahara Sand stickers right here. And so for the kit, for the cards, you're using the negative and layering it on the wildflower, but it also leaves the sentiment behind, so you can actually use that for a later project. You can see that right here. It leaves the thank you behind, so you can use that. Now, I used black paper instead of the wildflower. I wanted something bold. I've actually already sent this card off. I needed a thank you card. So, the first thing I did here was I was following the instructions. And so it says to tie the string like this, and it is thread. And layer the paper on there, and then put that label in the middle. But this was a little plain. You know, actually you're supposed to stamp on there, and add a little bit of stickers, but it's a little plain for me, so I did decide to make an alternative card here instead. These little pearls came from my stash, but I actually like the small ones that came with the kit better. So I ended up using the other ones. And here's what you do with the little vellum labels, banners. The stamp set comes with little tiny sentiments. And so you stamp those out on the vellum banners. So first, this is a relatively new item for me, and I do like this trimmer. It also scores, so it's a really nice trimmer. What my idea was to make a Polaroid die cut. So I took one of the card bases and cut that in half, and then I cut the paper down to 3.5 by 4.5. But I wasn't really able to get that thank you layered behind there the way I wanted it to. So I end up just putting it on top All right, now I just took a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and I'm making 2 white card bases. And yeah, so I cut it down and I'm actually scoring it right there. So it's a really nice feature. Then I realized that was not lined up right, so I cut it off. Okay, so I've got my Stampin' Up! Layering squares. I'm not sure what size that was. I didn't measure it, but there's my little Polaroid die cut. And I also have a square that I can use for a future project. Okay, so I just can't get it to look how it's leaving a little gap, and so I'd also started to wind that string around before I realized my camera wasn't on. And I end up actually not liking this look. When I went to photograph it, I didn't like how this looked, and so I took that off and reworked the thread. So I used the Tombow glue for the base layer, and I did offset that a little, and I'm using these glue dots for the Polaroid, which was a good thing, because if I would have used Tombow glue, it would have been really hard for me to take that back off and redo that string or thread. This little tiny banner is the only thing that I used that was not part of the kit, and I just had it there on my desk and I liked how that looked. But you can easily cut that from something you have in your own stash. So this kit came with 1 full sheet of flower stickers and a whole strip of daisies also. And so I decided to use that as an embellishment. I did not know how to adhere this vellum down, and so I ended up just putting a little tiny dot of Tombow glue and letting that dry in order to adhere the banner. And so there is the finished card. And yeah, you can see here that I did change the string there, and I really like how this card turned out. So I hope to get some more projects posted. I am really busy right now. But thanks so much for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Thank you so much.